All right, old school NBA fans, self-researched NBA facts. I got another video for you. As usual, thanks to anybody who subscribes to my channel, watches my videos. I greatly appreciate it. It's been going pretty good so far. A lot of you guys are very knowledgeable with your comments and everything. I learned a lot of stuff. One thing, if you're going to leave a wall text in the comments, I'm probably not going to be able to read it like that. I prefer like a paragraph, maybe even two or less, but hey, whatever. If I have time, I'll try to respond, on most of them anyway. In this video here, what I was looking for, I was specifically researching finals MVPs. And I quickly realized two things. Number one, any player before 1969, because that's when the first finals MVP was awarded to Jerry West in a losing fashion, any of those players before that were not going to get their just due. The George Mikens, the Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, they just weren't going to get their due. Russell especially, because he won so much. Out of his 11 championships, I'm guessing he probably would have won somewhere in the neighborhood of 7 to 8 finals MVPs. If all the awards were around back then, Bill Russell would have probably had, 7 or 8 first team all defense, with 4 or 5 second teams. He would have probably had 6 or 7 defensive players of the year. He would have had, like I said, 7 or 8 finals MVPs. I mean, it just would have been a staggering amount of awards he would have won. But, it was before that time, and unfortunately, we don't have an apples-to-apples comparison for the older players. And I always try to make a point to not leave them out of stuff just because the league, wasn't making as much money. They didn't have as much awards. Even people who lived back then, they didn't get to see all the games. If you lived in St. Louis, you probably didn't get to watch the Knicks or, Boston or Philly. You probably didn't even get to watch those teams. Unless you went to the game live, that was probably your only chance to even see them, even back then. So we rely heavily on old, grainy, black and white, highlights and as much game film. I've watched as much as I can get my hands on. But anyway, with that being said, that's the one thing. The other thing is, when it comes to players' finals appearances, not championships, just finals appearances versus finals MVPs. It's something pretty incredible, really. I started looking at just my top 25, but that quickly ran into, the top 75. I took it a step further. At first, I just looked for players who got to the finals 4 times or more. Okay, so then I realized that it wasn't good enough. So I went to 3 appearances or more, and strictly top 75 players. Hold on. Okay, so I'm just looking at the top 75 players because pretty much that's the ones that, won the finals MVPs. I know you can go in and find Dennis Johnson in 79 or Chauncey Billups in 2004 or Andre Iguodala in 2015. Sure, you can find a random one here or there, but for the most part, it was the top 75 players. So let me just start there. And I was just looking basically at the best players on the team. But I decided, let me just include as many as I can. Anybody who had 3 finals appearances or more. For example, James Worthy. He's a top 75 player. He had actually 6 finals appearances. They would have been 82, 83, 84, 85, or he had 7, didn't he? No, he wasn't in 83. 84, 85, 87, 88, 89, and 91. 6 finals appearances. They won 3 championships. He got 1 finals MVP. That's a percentage of 16.67. Scottie Pippen, 6 appearances, 91-2-3, 96-7-8, 6 championships. 0 finals MVPs, though. Dennis Rodman, 6 finals appearances. It would have been 89-90, or 88, 89, 90, 96, 97, 98. Won 5 championships with 0 finals MVPs. Kevin McHale and Robert Parrish, either one. 5 finals appearances, 3 championships. 81, 84, 85, 86, 87 was their 5 appearances. Neither one won a finals MVP. Bob McAdoo, 4 appearances, 82, 83, 84, 85. They won 2 championships, no finals MVPs. Earl the Pearl Monroe, 71, 72, 73. He actually played for the Bullets in 71, the Knicks in 72 and 73. He got 1 championship, no finals MVPs. Kyrie Irving, who originally was a top 75 player. There's audio and there's a couple articles on this fact. He was voted as top 75 player. And then because of the COVID and he made some anti-Semitic remarks, they took it away from him. But it is what it is. Anyway, he's had 3 finals appearances, 2016, 2017, and 2024. He might have played a little bit in 2015. I can't remember. It was either him or Kevin Love. But anyway, I just count the 3. He won 1 championship and no finals MVPs. Gary Payton, 3 appearances. 96, 04, and 06 for 3 different teams. 1 championship, no finals MVPs. Karl Malone, 3 appearances. 97, 98, and 04 when he was on the Lakers. No championships, no finals MVPs. Kawhi Leonard, 3 appearances. 2013, 2014, 2019. Won 2 championships and won 2 finals MVPs for a 66.67%. Winning finals MVPs to appearances, which that's pretty good. Kevin Durant, same thing. 3 appearances in 2012, 2017, 2018. Won 2 championship, 2 finals MVPs, 66.67. It's good. Of course, he was on a super team and all that, but whatever. He won 2 out of 3 for a clip of 66.66, whatever. I just call it 67, rounded up. Ray Allen, 4 appearances. That would have been in 08, 2010, 2013, 2014. Won 3 championships, no finals MVPs. Clyde Drexler, 3 finals appearances in 1990, 92, and 95. 1 championship, no finals MVPs. Jason Kidd, 3 finals appearances, 2002, 2003, and 2011. 1 championship, no finals MVPs. Elvin Hayes, 3 finals appearances, 1 championship, no finals MVPs. Akeem Olajuwon, 3 finals appearances, 2 championships, 2 finals MVPs for another clip of 66.67. Isaiah Thomas, 3 finals appearances in 1988, 89, and 90, 2 championships, 1 finals MVP for a percentage of 33.33. Wes Unseld, 4 appearances, finals appearances, 1971, 75, 78, 79, won 1 championship and 1 finals MVP for a 25%. John Havlicek, 3 finals appearances, won 3 championships. That was in 1969, 74, and 76. 1 finals MVP for a 33.3%. Walt Frazier, Dave DeBusschere, same situation. 3 finals appearances, 2 championships, neither one got a finals MVP. Their teammate, however, Willis Reed, 3 finals appearances, 1970, 1972, 1973, 2 championships, and 2 finals MVPs for a clip of 66.66. That's good. That's as good as Olajuwon, Kevin Durant, and Kawhi Leonard. Same thing. Okay. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 10 finals appearances, 6 championships, but only 2 finals MVPs for a clip of 20%. Wilt Chamberlain, 4 finals appearances, at least since the range of being able to win finals MVP. Obviously, he has 6 finals appearances, but we can just say 6 if you want, that's fine. But in the clip of winning finals MVPs, he won 1 championship out of the 4 appearances and 1 finals MVP for 25%. Jerry West, 4 finals appearances from 69 to, whatever. 69, 1970, 72, 73. 1 championship, 1 finals MVP, 25%. Dr. J, 4 finals appearances, 1977, 1980, 82, and 83. 1 championship, no finals MVPs. Magic Johnson, 9 finals appearances. 1980, 82, 83, 84, 85, 87, 88, 89, and 91. Won 5 championships, 3 finals MVPs for a 33.33% clip. That's good. Larry Bird, 5 finals appearances, 1981, 84, 85, 86, 87. Won 3 championships, 2 finals MVPs, 40% of the time. Shaquille O'Neal, 6 finals appearances, 1995, 2000, 2001, 2002, 2004, and 2006. Won 4 championships, 3 finals MVPs, 50%. He's actually one of the better ones on the list as far as guys who have 4 appearances or more, because that was originally what I was going for until I realized nobody can crack 50%. Kobe Bryant, 7 finals appearances, 2000, 01, 02, 04, 08, 09, and 2010. Won 5 championships, 2 finals MVPs for a clip of 28.57%. Tim Duncan, 6 finals appearances, 99, 2003, 5, 7, 2012, 2013. Won 5 championships, 3 finals MVPs for a clip of 50%. Dwayne Wade, 5 finals appearances, 2006, 2011, 12, 13, and 14. Won 3 championships, 1 finals MVP for a 20% clip. LeBron James, 10 finals appearances, 07, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 2020. 4 championships, 4 finals MVPs for a 40% clip. Steph Curry, 6 finals appearances, 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 2022. He won 4 championships, but only 1 finals MVP, 16.7% clip. So I went through all these players, and aside from Willis Reed, Olajuwon, Kawhi Leonard, and Kevin Durant, those 4 players who got, 2 out of 3, basically, 2 finals MVPs versus 3 appearances, that's a low number, 3. I was going for 4 more because that's kind of an elite, kind of group there. But out of all these players, I just gave you about 30 to 35 players, guys who have had at least 3 finals appearances or more. But only one person could crack 66.67. Now, when I originally did the 4 or more appearances, nobody could crack 50%. That was Duncan and Shaq, are the only 2 that could even do 50% of their finals appearances that they won MVP. But again, the one guy, Michael Jordan, in 6 finals appearances in 1991, 2, and 3, 1996, 7, and 8. Won all 6 championships and all 6 finals MVPs. So again, to me, this is just, there is nobody even close to Jordan. Even when I go as low as 3 finals appearances, nobody went 3 for 3. Didn't happen. And I'm covering the last basically 55 seasons in the NBA. And Michael Jordan is the only player to go more than 2 and win 100% of their finals appearances, win the finals MVP. So to do all 6 is incredible. I can't be the only person that thinks that. Until I went down and actually dissected every single player that had 3 or more, at least for top 75 players, nobody cracked more than 2/3, 66.66. Only Jordan. I just find that insane. That's incredible to me. I thought about, do I need to go to 2? I know Dirk Nowitzki's been to 2. Okay, he's got 1. He's 50%. Who else you got? John Stockton, he's 0 for 2. Who? I don't even know anybody who's been to 2 that would have 100% finals MVPs to finals appearances. I can't think of anybody. And the fact that he got all the way up to 6 and won the MVP in all 6 has got to speak volume. You can say whatever you want about competition. You're telling me that Jordan just happened to play in the weakest era in the NBA and he had the best team of all time. Come on. They did have a really, really solid, great team. But this is kind of a double-edged sword. So if you're saying Pippen is really that great of a player, that, oh man, he was instrumental, how come he never was even in the conversation of winning even one of these finals MVPs? Or like a Horace Grant or somebody like that. I know people have mentioned Dennis Rodman in 96, but no. He had a lot of offensive rebounds, and that was really good. But he was not an offensive threat at all. And his defense, betrayed him a little bit. They were scoring buckets inside. Sean Kemp was tearing him down in the first couple games. But anyway, my point is 6 appearances, 6 finals MVPs. There's just nothing like that. There's been nothing before, and there's nothing since. Now, before 1969, I will get on board with you that we don't know. A player like a George Mikan, he might have went 5 for 5. I think maybe he did lose in the finals once, or maybe it was, I'd have to look into that. I think he actually lost in the conference finals. But, Mikan very well, he could have been 100% if they had a finals MVP back then. Very, very possibly could have. Bill Russell, I don't think he wouldn't have won all 11 finals MVPs, but I bet he would have got, like I said, 7 or 8 of them. He would have had a high number, but he probably wouldn't have had. But that's what happens when you go to 11, or actually he went to 12, won 11. But even besides Russell and Mikan, there's really nobody even in the old players that you could say that would get 100% like that. I just don't see it. But anyway, that's it for this video. Again, it's just more evidence and just astonishing information. And I know the detractors, like always, will come out and say, oh, it's no big deal. It was a weak era. It was watered down. I mean, the 70s had a whole other league, the ABA, which took somewhere between 30 to 35% of the best players in the world, or at least in the United States, and put them in a whole other league. Put as many as, I think they had as many as 14 or 16 teams at one time. All those players in a whole other league. You want to talk about watered down. The 70s was, definitely more watered down. Unfortunately, the Bulls never got a chance to play, the 86 Celtics, the 87 Lakers, the 72 Lakers, the 2017 Warriors, the 01 Lakers, the 83 76ers. They never got a chance to play those teams. So we never got to see what would have happened. You know what I mean? We just never got to see it. The closest we probably got was the 1990 when the Pistons and Bulls, the Pistons was a good team, but they weren't, maybe next level, but they were a very good team. The Bulls lost in 7. Pippen had the migraine, and that pretty much finished that out. But we never really got to see the Bulls. Well, the Bulls weren't at full strength anyway. They won, 55 games? They weren't the 90s Bulls yet. But I'm talking about the 90s Bulls, especially the second three-peat. We never got to see that team compete against, the upper echelon, top 5 or 10 teams of all time. We just never got to see that. But there were some very, very good teams in the 90s. You look at the 97, 98 Jazz. I mean, they beat some really good teams. The 97 Jazz were red hot. I think I said they were 46-8 in the second half of the playoffs and the first 3 rounds of the playoffs going into playing the Bulls. The 98 Jazz, just waxed everybody. They beat 7 top 75 players in the first 3 rounds. They went on that run where, they won 10 out of 11 games against Drexler, Barkley, Olajuwon, Robinson, Duncan, Kobe, Shaq, and even game 1 of the finals against Jordan. So, to say that they weren't good teams, you're just kidding yourself. Or the 96 Sonics, who swept the 2-time defending champion Rockets, and then beat the team that won the next 2 finals, 97-98 Jazz. They beat the Jazz in 96 in a hard-fought series. They were a very good team. Had 2 players in the top 8 in MVP. They were very good. Probably challenged the Bulls as good as anybody. Probably that 98 Utah or the 96 Sonics was the closest the Bulls probably came to losing. I mean, 93 Suns too. But there was good competition in there. The Bulls, needed, some last second heroics to win a lot of those. But unfortunately, no, they never got to play those teams. You can say that, oh, Jordan lost against the Celtics in the 80s or the Pistons, but he wasn't at his full capacity as a team yet. And then when the Bulls were at full capacity, no, the 86 Celtics and the 01 Lakers, they never got a chance to play them, so we're never going to know for sure. However, there's no player at any point since the Finals MVP came out 55 years ago that even has 3 for 3 Finals MVPs to Finals appearances. It doesn't exist. If that player exists, please let me know. I just couldn't find them. But, maybe there is one. I just couldn't think of it. I'm wondering if there's any that even just did 2 that won both Finals MVPs and just 2 of them. I doubt it, though. But anyway, that's it for this video. And thanks for watching. Until next time.